Hi folks, and welcome back to the Star Wars Library, where Star Wars is in print. And today we're going to be continuing to talk about Tales of the Jedi. As we talk about the next series that came out, it's called the Freedon Nadd Uprising. This came out in August through September of 1994, and it went for 2 issues. So basically, it's a follow-up to the original Tales of the Jedi story. Now, for backstory, Freedon Nadd is an ancient Sith Lord who was apprenticed and then killed Naga Sadow. So when he died, his tomb became this big focal point for the Sith. So the story where we pick up with are the Jedi Knights Arkajeth, Ulic Qel-Droma, Kay Qel-Droma, Tat Danita, and Os Willem are attacked by several, or are attacking several Naddis, followers of Freedon Nadd. And they snatch the Scarfogy, I think is how you pronounce it, but whatever, of Freedon Nadd from the Jedi. And so they seek help from King Omen, and they are then attacked by the spirit of Freedon Nadd. Then by Ward Nun, of who's the leader of the Naddis. So that's all going on, and ultimately this guy is killed by Ulic. So then the next section of the story shifts over to Nomi Sunrider, and so Nomi will eventually meet up with Ulic. So now they're together. We have our main protagonists from, the main, Tales of the Jedi. They finally come together. So Cade and Ulic and friends will eventually save Arca, who's been kidnapped. And Freedon Nadd is very impressed, and he's like, "Hey, King of the whatever, you suck." And then he gives them the book that they're seeking. And that's about it. It's a very short storyline, 2 issues in comparison to the previous, Tales of the Jedi, which was a lot longer. It's very, 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 very short, and really not a lot to say here about this. So the question that we ask on this show is this an essential read in the Star Wars Expanded Universe? Maybe, I would say. It brings in our 2 protagonists. Nomi and Ulic are now together. They're not like romantically or anything, but they are partners. They're all, in the same storyline together. So that's kind of cool. Yet, I don't know how much you would miss if you chose to skip this. I mean, obviously you'd miss some backstory a bit on Freedon Nadd, but I just don't think it's as essential as other Tales of the Jedi series. This was one of the last ones I read when reading the series. So ultimately, I guess I'll leave it up to you how you want to pursue it. So anyways, folks, that is all the time I have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time with another episode of the Star Wars Library.